Welcome again to the Classical Liberal Arts Academy's Petty School Arithmetic program. In this lesson, we'll continue our study of Petty School Arithmetic as we prepare for studies in the Classical Liberal Arts Academy. Even though you could count numbers from the day you were born all the way through all of eternity, we learned that there was good news. There are only 10 different numbers used to form every other number, and you know them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. Any number you ever need to read or write is made with these 10 numbers. That's good news. At first, we were confused about how to write the number 10. We knew how to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, but we didn't know how to write the number 10. We learned that to write the number 10, we first write a 1 for the number of sets of 10, and then a second number for the units that are left over. So 10 is written 1, 0. And so far in Petty School Arithmetic, we've learned all of these numbers. Let's read them together, and you point to each one as we read it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. We've learned the first 16 numbers. In this lesson, we'll learn some more. How many pennies do you see on your screen? Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. There are 17 pennies on your screen. 17. When we look at the number 17 written with numbers, we can see that there is a 1 in the tens place and a 7 in the units place, and this is read 17. 17. You can see on the left that there is one set of 10. That's in the red box. There are also 7 units left over. So the number 17 is written with a 1 for the number of tens and a 7 for the number of units. 17. 17. You know that there will be many different ways we see the number 17 written. Different shapes, different sizes, different colors. But we will always be able to tell the number 17 because we'll see a 1 in the tens place and a 7 in the units place. All of these are 17s. How many pennies are on your screen? Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. There are 18 pennies on your screen. 18. You can see that the number 18 is written with a 1 in the tens place and an 8 in the units place. That tells us that the number 18 is made up of one set of 10 and 8 more units. If you look on the left, you can see that there is one set of 10 in the red box and 8 units left over below. 1 10 and 8 units makes 18. And though we see the number 18 written in many different ways, we'll always know it's an 18 because we'll see a 1 in the tens place and an 8 in the units place. These numbers all look different, but they're all 18s. How many pennies do you see on your screen? Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. There are 19 pennies on your screen. 19. If you look at the number 19 when it's written with numbers, you can see that there is a 1 in the tens place and a 9 in the units place. And what that means is that the number 19 contains one set of 10, which you can see in the red box, and 9 more units, which you can see below the red box. One set of 10 and 9 more units makes the number 19. And even though numbers may be written in many different ways, we'll always be able to tell the number 19 because it will be written with a 1 in the tens place and a 9 in the units place. All of these, as different as they are 19s. How many pennies are on your screen? Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There are 20 pennies on your screen. 20. If you remember, the number 19 was written with 1 10 and 9 units. The number 20 is one more than 19, and what we have are 2 sets of 10. So to write the number 20, we write a 2 in the tens place and a 0 in the units place. This is the number 20. 20. And you can see here that the number 20 will always be seen by the number 2 in the tens place and a 0 in the units place. All of these are 20s. Those are all the numbers we're going to study in this lesson. How about some Latin? Let's review all of the Latin numbers we've learned so far. Let's read them together. You point to each number as we read it. Unus, duo, tres, quatuor, quinque, sex, septem, octo, novem, decem, undecim, duodecim, tredecim, quatuordecim, quindecim, and sedecim. Now let's learn some more Latin numbers. Quot sunt? Quot sunt? Unus, duo, tres, quatuor, quinque, sex, septem, octo, novem, decem, undecim, duodecim, tredecim, quatuordecim, quindecim, sedecim, septendecim, septendecim. The Latin for the number 17 is septendecim. The name septendecim comes from the word septem, which means 7, and decim, which comes from the word decem and means 10. Septendecim means 10 and 7. You can see that the number septendecim is made of one set of 10, one set of 5, and 2 units more. This is septendecim. Quot sunt? Quot sunt? Unus, duo, tres, quatuor, quinque, sex, septem, octo, novem, decem, undecim, duodecim, tredecim, quatuordecim, quindecim, sedecim, septendecim, duodeviginti, duodeviginti. The Latin for the number 18 is duodeviginti. Duodeviginti is made up of 3 words. Duo, which you know means 2 in Latin, de, which means from, and viginti, which is the Latin word for 20, as we'll learn in a few more screens. Duodeviginti really means 2 from 20, or 2 before 20, which is the same thing as saying 18, since 18 is 2 numbers away from 20. Duodeviginti. Quot sunt? Quot sunt? Unus, duo, tres, quatuor, quinque, sex, septem, octo, novem, decem, undecim, duodecim, tredecim, quatuordecim, quindecim, sedecim, septendecim, duodeviginti, undeviginti, undeviginti. The Latin name for the number 19 is undeviginti. And you can see that this name is again made up of 3 words, just like duodeviginti. Un comes from unus, which means one. De means from, and viginti means 20. So the number 19 in Latin is unde viginti, 1 from 20. We can see that the number unde viginti contains one set of 10 and one less than another set of 10. And that's why the number unde viginti is written with the symbol for decem and then the symbol for unus before the symbol for decem. It's 10 and 1 less than 10. Unde viginti. Quot sunt? Quot sunt? Unus, duo, tres, quatuor, quinque, sex, septem, octo, novem, decem, undecim, duodecim, tredecim, quatuordecim, quindecim, sedecim, septendecim, duode viginti, unde viginti, viginti, viginti. The Latin name for the number 20 is viginti, and you can see that the number viginti contains two sets of 10. Therefore, the number viginti is written with two symbols for decem. Viginti. Once again, we've learned a lot in this lesson of Petty School Arithmetic. You now should be able to count up to the number 20. You should also be able to read and write every number from 1 to 20 in both English and in Latin. So we'll stop here. Now it's time for you to study. We hope you've enjoyed this lesson in the Classical Liberal Arts Academy's Petty School Arithmetic program. In our next lesson, we'll continue counting. God bless.